What's up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue. What I'm going to be making today is going to be some Kung Pao chicken. This recipe is in collaboration with head chef mom Kendall Lawrence. We decided to come up with a pick an Asian recipe collaboration, so we're both going to be making Asian recipes in this collaboration. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link to her channel in the iCard above and the description below, and I'm also going to leave a link to her recipe so you can see what she threw together as part of this collaboration. Anyway, this recipe is something that seems pretty simple. I haven't made it in a long time, so I had to look up a recipe. So I'm using somebody else's recipe. All the ingredients are going to be in the description below. The ingredients for this were based on a two-person recipe, and I increased this by about 33%, but I will be leaving the original recipe in the description. Anyway, come on in and take a look at these ingredients. The ingredients we're going to need for this Kung Pao chicken: I have some sliced green onions, some hot chili peppers, roasted peanuts, unsalted. You could use salted also if you'd like. Some chopped red and green peppers, some minced ginger, minced garlic, some sherry cooking wine. We're going to need some stir-fry oil. Canola oil will be fine for this step that we're going to be using this in. I have some sesame oil, some hoisin sauce, soy sauce, and this is just a mixture of cornstarch and water, chicken stock, and then I have some thinly sliced chicken, and what I did with that was I marinated it with 2 egg whites and a couple tablespoons of cornstarch. Anyway, those are our ingredients. Let's get cooking. So the first thing that we've done is we've added some oil to this skillet and we've brought it up to a high heat. The oil I'm using is this stir-fry oil, but feel free to use canola oil or any other cooking oil that you'd like. We're going to go ahead and add our chicken in. And we're going to let this cook. Now, we're not going to do anything to this chicken until it starts releasing from the bottom, because if you were to stir it right now, you would still have some chicken that's sticking to the bottom of this skillet. So we're going to let this go for about 30 more seconds. Alright, about 30 seconds have gone by. We're going to go ahead and stir this up. And I may have added just a little bit too much oil to this. But it will be absorbed. Now we're going to cook this chicken until it's about 85% of the way cooked. Now that this chicken's cooked about 85% of the way through, we're going to go ahead and remove this chicken. And you know what? I think I'm alright with the amount of oil that we use for this chicken, because all it means is I'm going to be using a little bit less for this next step coming up. This chicken removed. Still have plenty of oil left, so what we're going to do is we're going to add our chili peppers and our green onions. I will add just a little bit more oil to this. And we're going to go ahead and cook these until they become fragrant. We could already see that, we could already smell this fragrance coming through from these chili peppers, so should only be a couple more seconds, and then we're going to go ahead and add our garlic and our ginger. We're going to let this cook for about another 30 seconds. Alright, now that we've got that in, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our green and red peppers and our peanuts. And we're going to go ahead and throw in just a little bit more oil. We're going to stir this up. Let this cook for about another a minute or so. Alright, we've been cooking this for about a minute. Let's go ahead and add our chicken back in. Stir that in real good. Now we're going to go ahead and add our chicken stock. Our sherry. Our hoisin sauce. A little bit of soy sauce. Let's stir this in real good. We're going to go ahead and let this cook for about another minute, minute and a half. I do want these peppers to get cooked down a little bit. Now that we've let this cook down for a little bit, you know, a few minutes, let's go ahead and add our cornstarch to it. And this is just going to thicken it up. I'm going to stir this in and I'm just going to let it sit for about 3 minutes and then it'll be time to plate up. One last thing to do before we plate up, we're going to go ahead and hit it with some of this hot sesame oil. Stir that in. And I'm just going to be adding this to a little bit of rice. Going to take some of these green onion tops, kind of garnish it up a little bit, and it's a done deal. Alright, so this is a done deal. Time for me to get in here and see what's up with this Kung Pao chicken. Give me some of this rice real quick. I am digging this recipe, especially after eating that hot pepper. Anyway, thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue, run by Kendall Lawrence, head chef mom. Check out her channel, see what Asian recipe she's coming up with, and I'll check you guys out later.